he's actually from Vietnam, but he actually resides in California as of now. And a little bit about Bao is he started to create his business at a very, very early age and was able to attain financial freedom.
Really a pursuit.
But yeah, he was able to attain financial freedom at the age of 25, right? Having an international business expanding all the way from Vietnam up to Canada and several states in America. And so, to continue to build his business, he's agreed to have a presentation of how he was able to attain tremendous wealth through the Amway business. And so with that, I would like to really welcome Bao Dao to the stage.
Yay! Let's go, Bao!
How you doing?
Amazing.
Incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah, excuse us for the little home meeting we have, right? Anybody feel weird? Anyone feel weird when you feel like you actually come into a home and for a business meeting? Anyone feel weird? Trust me, I felt the same way many years ago, right? I remember that one of my, when I know about this opportunity, I remember I was freshman year in college. I was 19 years old. And just like most of the colleges out there, right? I was like, going to school, trying to get an A and still feeling why am I trying so hard to get these A's for? I don't see the vision, actually like where I'm gonna ending up. So I was like very sad and disappointed. I remember I was like in computer science major, programming and stuff, right? But yeah, I didn't really know what to do. And I remember that I got a C in my major classes, and that really hit me. Your major classes, and you got a C on it. That made really, what can I do, right? And I was like, so I have a passion for music. I love music. I want to make music, but of course, you love music is one thing, but you can succeed and make a career out of it, and take care of your family, something else. You can still hear me, right? Yes. Yeah. So that's why I remember one of my friends. I haven't met her for a long time, like 20 years already. And one day she gave me a call and said, "Hey, Bao, I'm actually going to your business area for a business meeting. Like, do you want to come with me?" And I don't even know how you guys coming here, but I remember that I was very open-minded. I'm not skeptical or anything. I just like, again, I was 19 years old and I was lost. And I okay, can we make money with it? He said, yes. Guess what? I ended up to a meeting like this. And trust me, I don't want to say anything. Right? A lot of you guys feel weird, like, I remember this gentleman gonna feel the same way. We're like, why am I sitting here and listening to all this skincare thing, right? You feel weird, like you guys use skincare or no? I didn't use skincare. I was like, and I remember they do all the demo about like what? Clean and dishing liquid and all detergent product and then vitamin and I don't dishing at all. And I was like, what does that have to do with me? Right? But then along the way when they actually come to the second part, the part I'm about to show right now, that part got me interested. Right? Because that I don't really know much about what product is out there, but one thing that interests me is that I have a gentleman, the speaker that night, which is a lot. I was impressed by him, and he's actually my mentor right now. I really appreciate it. I have feel very lucky that I'm working with him. When I met him many years ago, he was 22 years old and retired. So you guys know anybody like that in your personal circle, friends, family, in their 20s and they retired? And trust me, I'm being honest, I was confusing. What do you mean by retired? Is retired mean like an old guy, 70 years old, sitting at home watching TV? Is that called retired? And I remember that my mental field told me that, Bao, don't get confused between financial freedom and unemployment. Right? What's the difference? You know what the difference between those two?
Most definitely. Financial freedom is being financially free without worrying. Unemployment is hoping that you get a check and you get employment again.
Right? To make it simple for you, right? I think our life, in order for us to maintain a lifestyle, we need two factors: time and money. So what is unemployment? You have a lot of time, but no money. So how we got life gonna be? We have a lot of time and no money. How will life would be? Is it fun?
No.
Can you eat good food?
No.
Can you go travel? Can you buy stuff for your family? No, you're gonna be very boring, right? Yeah, but what about financially free?
You get that time, but you also get the money.
Exactly, you're gonna have a lot of time and get a lot of money, right? And a lot of people I remember is that I was confusing. I was telling him, wow, come on, man, you're in your 20s. Retired might be very boring. He said that, and I remember that he said one thing is that, well, no, and again, when you're actually getting, a lot of people telling you, wow, I like to work hard. I don't like just to enjoy. And I said that, well, who told you to stop? Think about Elon Musk right now.
Right.
He's the richest man in the world. But come on, he stop working? Right? Why doesn't he stop working? Why do you think Elon Musk doesn't stop working?
So we can explore other passions or do something else.
Exactly, right? That's the thing. Elon Musk, do you think he had to work for the money? Or he work because he like it?
He likes it.
I like it, right? Yep, that's the thing. When you actually become financially free, when you take the money part out of the way, you actually what? There's a thing called option. You have option to do what you want to do. For example, right? A lot of people telling me that even myself, I can tell them, man, I love my job. I have a nice boss. Which if you do, look to you, right? But most of the time we have a mean boss and anything like that, right? You're smiling. You have a mean boss or something? Do you?
It's difficult.
It's difficult, right? Yeah, and maybe you like the job, but are you sure you're gonna like your coworker? Do you like the 8 a.m. shift?
No.
Right? Do you like the alarm clock?
No.
So you know what I mean, right? That's the thing. So, and this is the thing. How do you know that you're not going to go work for the job, you work for the money, right? Very simple. Let's say that your boss telling you that, hey, I want you to hire you to work, but right now the company doesn't do well, So can you work for free for us for 1 year? You say yes or no?
No.
Yes or no? Why advise it? What if doesn't pay the job?
But that's my time with no money. Back.
Yes.
How am I supposed
I'm not gonna live.
Right?
You got bills.
Of course, it's not very silly when you're saying that, but come on, right? It's very common sense, right? And that's the thing another thing, that's wow, that's great. And I don't understand that. For me, that I have a lot of things I want to do in my life, right? I remember when I came to the US around 2010, okay? And of course, still like a lot of people have anybody immigrate from our country? No? Is anybody? Right? Oh, you guys all in America, born here? That's great. And the same thing. I come from a country, and I'm telling you, it's broke as heck over there, right? Vietnam will struggle. One of my good friends, he graduated from top university in Vietnam, right? Bắc Qua University, you know that school? You heard of it? You heard of it, right? Yeah. That guy, like top school, or he either number 1 or number 2 in my class back then, right? He graduated with an engineering degree, and he only make around $900 a month.
What?
That's how and in Vietnam, that's pretty good. In Vietnam, it's around like 18 million VND. Right? And that's pretty decent. But the thing, come on, man, $900 a month. Come on, you can barely buy an iPhone. Even the McDonald's worker here can buy an iPhone, right? And that's the thing, and that's why why is that it was a poor country. So that's why is that, and that's why a lot of people like us, we're working so hard to earn so little. So that's why all of us are all over the world. We have the American dream. We come to America, right? But when we first came here, we find out that is it like expected? Money on the tree, thing easy, right? All right, yeah, it's not easy, right? And I remember that my mom and dad, they had to work a lot, right? My dad was a musician, played guitar. He was a leader of a music band in Vietnam. He made decent money, but when he came, he worked in the factory from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. And my mom, from like a regular housewife, she had to work from a nail salon from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So they like study and move. They don't see each other. They only see each other like what, 8 or something, right? So that's why that I feel like, man, I gotta do something to help my mom and dad. But guess what? I was 18, 19 years old. I didn't know what to do, right? And I saw when I actually have a chance to go into college, right? And I saw my cousin. He actually UC Berkeley graduated, right? Top school, right? UC Berkeley graduated, top school, engineering, 6-figure income. He married a pharmacist, right? Next thing, 6-figure income. You're like, wow, you see that Asian success standard, right? You go to good school. You got a good degree, make 6-figure income, and then you're looking for a guy or girl who actually make 6-figure income. You marry them, you have to call success. Is that how the Asian success standard is?
Yeah.
What about you guys? You guys, your family teach you the same thing, right? Because that's what my mom and dad would teach me. But then how actually I really admired a couple, my cousin and his wife. But then what happened is I lived with him for a few years, and this is what I see one thing: when you're actually making 6-figure income jobs, right? Do you think that you have, compared to a $60,000 jobs, do you think that the responsibilities, the stress, the obligation gonna increase or decrease? When your income increase, your responsibilities also increase, right? Just like you say, right? Just like people like trying to climb the corporate ladder, am I right? Anyone here working corporate right now? You have a job right now or not?
No.
Oh, what about you, my friend? What do you do?
I run a business.
Oh, that's great, bro. What are you doing?
I got clothing line out to cut hair.
Going out and cut hair. Man, so why are you here?
I do not stop. My clothing brand is called Getting Money Forever, so do any and everything it takes to get money forever. You cannot have one stream of income.
Man, I respect the gentleman hustle. You see him, he had 2 businesses, and he's looking for the 3rd one. And I'm telling you, man, and the funny thing, a lot of my friends, they actually go to college and no backup plan, no nothing, right? And when we have a job, guess what? You know, think about the COVID-19 time, right? People only rely on one source of income, which is the job. And the moment their boss says, sorry guy, we don't do well, we gotta let you guys go. Boom, what happened? Life struggle, their family's in trouble. And I think that, man, I wish that everybody had the same mind like this gentleman. What's your name again, bro?
Rico.
Rico?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. And that's why that when I saw my cousin, he was like that. He got control of the money. A lot of long days, long hours working a job. And I respect the hustle again. But again, it become a lot.
Yeah.
It started at 5 days a week. And then slowly your boss call you, hey, can you work 6 days? And then when you work a lot, it become a normal. And then your boss can you work 1 more day? That's what happened. Then you work 7 days a week. And when you actually work a lot like that, you make a lot of money, but you don't have time for your wife. So what happened when you actually work a lot? You make to bring the money home though, but you don't have time for your lady. What happened?
Yeah. Unhappy wife, unhappy life.
Exactly. Yeah. Unhappy wife, unhappy life.
He knows.
Right? And you have a family?
Yeah, I do.
Oh wow. Okay. You have kids too?
Yeah, I got a gang of them.
Oh man, how many kids?
I got 3.
3, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
no wonder you're looking for a 3rd sort of income. Okay, I got it right there. And these students don't get it. These students don't get it, right? But you got it, right? And yeah, and that's the thing is that so my cousin, both him and his wife working a lot, okay? And they have like a 5 years old babies, you know what I mean? And guess what? He working to the point that he don't even have time for the baby. He had to send my nephew, his son, for the grandma. So that's why the grandma can raise him for him because he don't have time. He's working a job days in, days out. His wife also working a professional job. Guess what? They make a lot of money but no time. And then guess what? And then argue a lot. Don't have time for each other. The kid growing up don't see his dad that much, you know, and don't have the good bonding with his dad. And guess what? They almost got divorced. And I was living in that house for like 3 years. You know what I mean? And that's the time that I'm actually asking myself, like, what's the point? Like, I live my country, Vietnam, come to this America, looking for a better life. But is it how American life look like? That made me really thinking about it, right? And I feel like, and we go at a point, I'm go to good school, got a good degree, got a good job, and good income, and in the end, you don't even have time with people that you love, right? And that's the reason why is that I was looking like, is there anything else out there, you know? And of course, when we say that we want a better life, we don't want what is better, because we have no reference point. And that is when I have a chance to go to a meeting like that. I saw my mentor Phil, who was 22 years old, when he retired. And that's the thing, and I asked him a question, and after all talking, right, I asked him a question, okay, Phil, is there any things that you actually like, he asked me a question, man, make me really think about it. Like, what is your end goal? Now, what's your end goal? Why you doing what you do? Why you go to America? Why you work hard? Why you go to school? Why you doing all this thing? And I'm telling him, well, I said that I remember that I didn't know what to answer. So I said, oh, my goal is to like become an engineer. My goal is to actually like have a business of my own. Those kind of answer, you know. And they're telling me is that, well, that's a good goal, but that's not the end goal. You know, don't confuse between the middle goal, the career goal, whatever, and the end goal, the goal in the end. He said that the goal in the end is that the end goal, the goal in the end, the goal that when you actually achieve it, you can die happy the next day. Right? What does it mean by that? Think about it. Let's say that you actually are running a business right now, right? Just like back then, right? I believe that you work so hard, you go, I'm gonna run a business, run a business, run a business. And the moment you run a business, what next? You feel like it's not done.
Yeah.
You feel like, and that's the end. Like thinking about it, can you open a business for a week and then you die? You happy with that? The answer is no, because you know that there's more than just running a business. Same thing with a career. You study a career, what major you studying?
Design.
You're designing career. Let me again. Let's say you get a career, you get a job, and then you die next week. Are you happy? So what I tell you, don't misconfuse between a vehicle and the end goal, right? So that's why the end goal they go to when you know, and that's why is that he actually and I found out one thing is that the end goal here is basically the how you want to live. You know, nobody ever asked me the question. My mom and dad always ask me like, what do you want to do? My old friend, man, what business do you do? What product do you sell? You know the what and the how question. But nobody ever asked me about how do you want to live. right? And that's why is that when I asked, and then one thing that I learned from him, this is the thing that changed my life forever. Okay, if you guys know about this,
Can you share about?
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, okay, sorry. Let me share. Okay. All right, you guys see the thing, right?
Yes.
So when I did working with him, there is one thing that actually changed my life forever. This thing right here. Is it familiar to you guys? Anybody know what it is?
Is that a quadrant?
Do you know what it is? You run the business. You know about this thing? You learned about it before? Okay. What about you guys?
The quadrants, the matrix, you can measure.
Measure what?
Well, it depends what you put there. You can do time.
Okay,
person.
okay. Don't worry. Thank God for trying stuff. Okay. So, this is a thing called cash flow quadrant. What is cash flow quadrant basically? So there's a thing. Can you help me with this thing? And I can walk around more freely. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah. All right. So one thing that I'm actually learning from my mentor is that it said that doesn't matter what job, what career you do, doesn't matter what job you do, how much money you make, you will fall into one of this quadrant. And depending on what quadrant you belong to, it will determine the lifestyle you live. Okay? And it is divided into two sides. The active income side on the left, and the right side equal passive income. Okay? Let's first talk about it. Anybody know what is active income and passive income? Does anyone want to guess?
Yeah, gotta be here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, active income is like one that, or I might have it backwards. One that's steady, and then passive is.
Hey, you on the right path.
Okay, okay.
Probably got it backwards.
No, all right. What about you? You know what is active income and passive income?
Yeah, active is like being actively into what you're making. Like you gotta be active to make the money. Passive income is like if you're making money right now while you're in this class. You know what I mean? You sit on your ass. You ain't gotta. You don't have to do anything actively. Like you're just you're chilling. Like I learned how to somewhat make a passive income when I had enough merch. But once I ran out of merch, I had to get back active.
Exactly.
It wasn't passive no more. You know what I mean? It was all
Yeah.
active income because I had to get back working with my hands.
And one entrepreneur, he really know what he's talking about. I like that. Where you learn this? In school, in books, or where?
We're doing it.
You're doing it, right?
Yeah, like really just turning in, like really, like I put it like this when I tell people, $20 an hour. That sounds like a pretty good job, right? So you mean 1 hour?
Right.
Let me hand you a $20 bill.
I like
So
that.
I could talk to 20 people in an hour and get 5 of them to spend $150 on me. So that's 5 times 150 in an hour. Even a haircut, I can do 2 haircuts in an hour and it's $60 a haircut. That's $120 an hour. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just had to learn it that way. As long as that you believe in yourself and everything that you want to go and pursue and ask everybody if they want to try the new McChicken or check everybody receipt at the line in Walmart. Do you want to check everybody receipt or do you want to check everybody to ask them do they want to support your business?
Right.
So
Awesome. I like that. Right. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Rico. So let me make it simple for all of you. Right. After all the enthusiasm sharing from him, and let me share it. Make it simple for all you guys. So what is active income? Active income is basically that. How can I make it disappear? Okay. Right. What is active income basically? Just like what he said, you have to stay active to make money. And the moment that you stop being active for whatever reason, the income stops. Right? Like for example, you have a job, right? You see the E right here? What does the E stand for?
Employee.
Exactly. E stands for employees. Basically, it's that you have to work, you have a boss. You work for it, you have a job. You work for them, they pay you. You show up, you click in, clock in, clock out, and then you get paid a check every single 2 weeks, right? So, let me ask you a question, right? Is it how you get paid? Time equal money? Let's say right now you get let's say it's that 1 hour. Let's say you get paid $10. Make it 10 easy to calculate, okay? You get the idea.
Right.
So let's say you work full day, 8 hours a day. How much you make? Okay, but this is the thing. What, in theory, how many hours a day maximum you can work? In theory. In a 4 hour, that's right. So 24 hours, how much you make? 240. So my question for General, what's your name, man?
William.
Huh?
William.
William, okay, William. With this rate, my question for you is that, can you make 241 a day? Why not?
There's not enough hours in the day, and you don't make enough.
Exactly, right? Can you make 500 a day?
What's that?
Can you make 500 a day with this rate, $1,000 a day?
No.
Right, so what does it mean? When you're actually in active income, you are trading your time for money. And when the time is limited, that means your income is also limited, right? And not only that, so basically you're controlled by the boss, right? And the time is also by the boss. What happened? A lot of people, they have a misunderstanding idea about successful, being rich and stuff. That's why they said, you know what? Now this is how they usually do. Time the wage equal total income, right? Which either one that we can control here? Can we control the time? No, time is fixed, 24 hours maximum. But one thing can change, which is the wage. That's why we go to school, am I right?
Yeah.
Right? Because if you don't go to school, you work McDonald's, you make what, $10 an hour. But if you go to school, you got a bachelor degree, master degree, PhD degree, which if you expect that, your wage is gonna get what, $50 an hour, $100 an hour, whatever. You climb the corporate ladder, you become a manager, regional manager, president. Because hopefully is that with the same amount of hours you work in, you're gonna with a higher wage, you're gonna receive higher income to buy nice Mercedes, nice house, nice car, and everything. But this is the problem. What's the difference between a guy who is like the president of a big company, make a lot of money per hours, and a McDonald's guy, and let's say they all pass away? What happened? That's 0 hours, right?
Right.
You die, car accident, you break your arm, you break your leg, all those things. So what happened when a guy makes $100 an hour and a guy who's $10 an hour, both of them get a car accident and die? What happens? What happened to their income? Right? Same thing, right? So, and that's the reason why is that, and not only that, so when you get controlled by the time, you get controlled by the boss. And you don't like boss. Anyone like to have a boss? You like to have a boss yourself? That's why you become a boss yourself. Right? And of course, and then when you become a boss, you know that sometimes you don't want to be me, but you have to. You have to, right? That's the thing. So that's the reason why, okay, now guess what? A lot of people, they say that, I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like to wake up on a fixed schedule. I want to have more independent myself. That's why they become an S. What does S stand for?
Self-employed.
Exactly, self-employed. Okay? What is self-employed? What is self-employed? What is self-employed?
Working actively for yourself.
So basically is that you are like an employee, but instead of you working for somebody else, you work for yourself. Self-employed is that it can either be like let's say an Uber driver, he's self-employed. Right? It's Uber, either Uber driver have a boss. Does he have a boss? Uber driver.
Alright.
Right? He decides what time to drive, what time we want to stop, right? Nobody tells him what to do, but of course, there's a risk involved, which is that no one guarantees the customer today. Right? No one guarantees that you got a tipping well. That means like, and the same thing when you're running a business, the same thing like that, right? You're running your own business. Is there any guarantee you're gonna have customer? Right? You make money this month, but what happened next month? There's another competitor try to compete with you. What happened? What happened?
Things get funny when
Right? They can net to all the money from you, right? That's the thing. There's more risk involved. But this is the thing, right? It doesn't matter is that, this is the thing, when you actually make a self-employed, you actually take more risk, you actually invest more. People think that when you become a self-employed, you become a boss, running a small business, a restaurant, a nail salon, or like a barber shop, they think that when I become a boss, I'll have more time. I'll decide more time to wake up. Is that right? Can you tell me more about it?
If you're not doing it, it ain't getting done. If you're not doing it, it's not getting done. So you sleep, it ain't no business being ran. You ain't running, it ain't getting ran. So
Right? And that's the thing. And the thing is that as employees, this is the thing. Do you work your hard? Do you work because you love your boss, or you work because of the paycheck? Anybody here volunteer to stay extra 1 or 2 hours because your boss job is not done yet?
No way.
No.
Would you do that?
No.
Right? Did your employer do that for you? Exactly, right? So what does it mean? That's why, as a business owner, this gentleman has to be the one that he can only count on himself, but not about anybody else. And guess what? What happened in the end? He might make a lot of money, but in the end is that he gotta be the one doing everything himself. And that's why that he make a lot more money, but at the same time, sometimes he even have less time than employees. Because the employee, they clock in and they clock out. What happened after they clock out? They go home and sleep, they do whatever they want. But when you clock out, can you rest? Or you have to think about the business all the time. That's what happens when you become a business owner, guys. But guess what? Right? and again, and as a business owner, right? What happened again? What happened when something happened with you? Your health get worse, whatever. You're like, whatever happened when you're not there, manage the business, right? That's the thing, and that's what you might become a business owner, but in the end, you're still active income. You know what happened, right? You have 95% of population in the world as on the left quadrant, but the money they make is only 5%. I call this guy the non-rich people. I mean, that once in a while they got the rich guy, you know, but that's not the point. That's my idea, okay? But this is the thing. If you don't believe me, look around you. This room, this neighborhood, the people you live with at home, your neighbors. Is that true that either they're having a jobs or they're running a small business? Is that right? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Do they have time and money together? Or they can have either or. Right? Guess what? And that's the problem with that, right? So, and that's the reason why is that when I actually see my cousin, you know, he actually has high profile employees, and make me really think that, man, you know what? Is there any other option? And that is when I didn't know about it exists on the one on the right side. Guess what? On one on the right side, we have a thing called passive income. So what is a passive income? Passive income, basically, you see on the left side, right? The way they make money is that they trade their time for money. The one on the right side, investor, business system, like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, whatever, right? They actually want passive income. But this is the thing. Do you think Bill Gates have Microsoft at birth or have to build it up? He built it up. So basically, he have to spend his training his time too, but this is the difference. The guy on the right side, they trading their time, but not for the money. They trading their time for something else. What is that? That's one word that I use. The key word is asset. That's the difference, right? So it means that, give me a few examples of asset. The fact actually, when you do it once, and then after that, you don't do it anymore, but they keep working for you, bring your money even when you sleep or even when you die. Give me some example. Let's say, for example, real estate, the house, right? Just like, for example, let's say you work hard, you have a house. You let the tenant live in it. So what happened every single month? They pay rent, right? Guess what happened when you die? You can pass that house back to your son and children, and you can keep collecting rent from it. That's a way of passive income. Give me another option. What else? What else people in the world?
Stock market.
What?
Stock market. By dividend.
Okay, stock market. Okay, this is an investor. Okay, I mean, this is the thing. It really depends how you look at it, right? Because this again, the key word about passive income is that it's not there's a difference between capital gain. Okay, there's a difference between capital gain, right, and cash flow. You know what the difference between these two? Invest stock market, whatever, buy low, sell high. When you buy low, sell high, what does it mean? It's capital gain, right? You buy an old house, ugly house, you fix it beautifully, and then you sell it for profit. You make a big chunk of money if you're lucky. But what happened after that? Does it keep creating money for you? No, that's called capital gain, right? That's what. But the cash flow is different. Cash flow gives you a consistent money every single month. And that is the ultimate goal of every entrepreneur. The reason why Bill Gates can go travel the world for the last 20 years and he retired is not a capital gain. He doesn't sell stuff every single month. He has a big asset that consistent work and make profitable and give him money every single day, okay? So I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking much about investors today. I mean, that's one of my goals though. I would love to get involved into the real estate in the future. Why not? Who doesn't like to have all 2, 3 houses, right? Why not one? Why only own one? But of course, if you guys have the money to do investment, you guys are not sitting here with me today, right? So I'm not talking about that's going to be in the future. But this thing, let's talk about the B. B stands for business system. The key word is system, not the business, right? S quadrant is a business, but the key word is system. Let me show you an example, okay? Okay, again, earlier, right, we're not talking about the asset. What kind of asset? Another way of asset is, let's say, the copyright. Let's say you write a song, okay, we could have Christmas, right? What is the famous song of Christmas?
Mariah Carey.
Okay? What is the song? What is the famous song of Christmas?
All I want for Christmas is
All I Want for Christmas is You, right? Then, that lady, she sang the song since when? 1996. Right now it's what, like 26 years already. 26 years. Come on, man. Do you know how many? They do an article about her. Do you know how much money she makes per year for one song that she sings in 1996? You know how much money she makes? Right, around $3.2 million per year. I mean, do you think that's crazy? That lady's been stopped working since 1996. She's been enjoying her life, travel the world. She had one freaking song and that's it. And what happened? Bro, she make more money than all of us in this house combined. One song. Guess what happened to 100 years from now? As long as Christmas, she's still making money. But anybody believe that you have the talent that you can make a song like that? I mean, I don't think so for me. Right? I don't think so. Okay. What about another ways that books? Harry Potter, for example, right? That like J.K. Rowling, she wrote Harry Potter books and she finished it in when? Right? 2008. 2008, thing like that, right? 2008 when she finished the series, right? Guess what happened after that? Right? Guess she sold 500 million copies. Yeah. Imagine if each book she sold, she made $2 profit. She's a billion, and she's actually a billionaire right now. And guess what? That Harry Potter thing is an asset. They make toy from it. They make music. They make movies. They make clothes, merchandise. They have like a Universal Studio. And every time they go, they can take picture and enjoy buying stuff there. Guess what happened when she's at home? She make money. Who's here believe and confident that you get the ability to write an amazing book like that? Not me. So that's the reason why. Oh man, that is so hard. That is another way of getting passive income, but I cannot do all that. So what else can I do? Another example is building a business, right? But for what kind of business though? When you're running a traditional business right now, it's super hard, right? Like think about the people right now. Like if you have the ability like Elon Musk, like Mark Zuckerberg, get super genius, Harvard graduation, all those things, right? You can doing all that. Yeah, I mean, I really wish you luck, right? But for me, I just a regular guy, go to community college back then. And like, how can a regular guy like me go to college can actually create passive income? Right? And that's another way it's called, right? Like franchising, right? What is franchising basically? Franchising is basically like, you know, like McDonald's, right? For example, McDonald's, Starbucks, 7-Eleven thing. The McDonald's guy, he have a formula. He actually have a good formula for himself. Good product, good brand name. What else? Like a good platform and experience to be successful. That guy, okay, when McDonald's have a store, what quadrant does he belong to when he only have one store? What quadrant do you think McDonald's belong to when he actually in this one? Okay, before we go into that, when you are in this this 4 quadrant, right? You guys related?
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. What quadrant you guys feel? What quadrant you guys said right now? You guys belong to? Shout out. E, right? The gentleman is what quadrant do you think belong to? Oh, self-employed, right? Yeah, that's good. All right, but the thing is that what quadrant do you guys wish to belong to? The right side or the left side? The passive income, when money work for you, you can wake up when you want to, sleep when you want to, or you want to be on the left side when you work for the money. Which one? Okay? So, the next problem thing is that franchising basically is that every single store that McDonald's in help, you know, this guy gets 6% from each store. That's an example, right? Is that right? McDonald's, they get a formula for the food, right? For the brand name and everything, and they franchise it out. Every single person come to McDonald's, they have more high chance of success because people come and believe in McDonald's already. Guess what? Every single store, McDonald's help them run a successful store like that. He got 6% from each store they created. So that means, for example, let's say this A guy, he make $100. He keep $94 for himself, and then McDonald's gives $6. Is it a good deal or a bad deal? It's a good deal, right? Of course, the guy like actually $6 is not 6% is nothing, but the thing is that the idea of the guy is that he doesn't want to help you one store. He don't want to make a lot of money from one little store. They want to make more little money, but from a thousand of store. The last time I checked, McDonald's have 25,000 locations. And can you imagine that? He make $100 each store a day from each store. How much he make? $3.5 million per day, and not even a little. Example only. What do you think about it? And he already passed away. Ray Kroc, the guy who owned this thing, he already passed away. Michael Jackson passed away, and he make more money than all of us. Now it's time for us to really think about it. Why are we in America? Why you guys studying? You guys UTD, UTA? UTA, what about UTD, right? I remember you last time, right? UTD, right? What about you, my friend? DCC, right? So that's the thing you guys need to understand, right? You guys actually have you guys ever take a step back and asking yourself a question? Why am I studying? Why am I working? Why the heck I have to work so hard for these history classes? Right? Okay, so what about it? So why am I showing you all these things? So what is Amway basically? Now you come to the part. Now you can see this thing, right? Now you come to the part. Why would I do Amway? Why would I join Amway or network marketing in general to do this business? Very simple, because Amway or network marketing is in a B quadrant. Right? And right now I'll show you, right, how can my mentor or even myself, I'm actually started business when I'm 19 years old. And I'm 24 years old, I actually walk up for my job. I mean, right now I'm 27. I might look young, but I'm 27, right? But yeah, it's already been 3 years. I fired my boss, so I'm actually traveling a lot now. And even if I die tomorrow, my family still receive a passive income for the things that I do. Who want to learn about it? Yes. Okay. Cool. Now come to the real deal. If you guys have notes, I recommend you taking notes. Okay. I need a volunteer. Who want to volunteer to interact with me? All of our amazing people here. Right. All right, Rico. All right, let me do about it. Rico, you like selling? You like business? All right, cool. Right, I make it simple for you. This is my friend Rico. Okay, I'll give you a little bit here right here. Excuse me for my ugly drawing. All right, ask you guys a really serious question. Make sure you answer it honestly. Okay, ready? Do you brush your teeth?
Yes.
Really? How often you brush your teeth?
Once a day.
Right. Why you brush your teeth? You pay Okay. And the reason why you brush the teeth because you want to keep paying on 20,000. Yeah. You want to give it that way. Okay, like that. All right. Do you do laundry?
Yes, I love doing laundry.
Laundry, washing dishes, everything. Really? Oh, come on. Right. Do you use shampoo? You use shampoo? Washing your hair, taking care. Oh man, this hair must take a lot of.
Yeah, a lot of shampoo.
A lot of shampoo, right? A lot of money for it, right? How much money you take care of that hair?
I get the big files, so
Oh
I
man.
say like I also get a discount to get a bar. I say about $60 a month.
Oh man, that's the thing, right? Yeah, it's right. So we all shampoo, take care, deodorant, snack, chip, like basically all this vitamin product, all this skincare product, cleaning product. Basically, what do I call this product? I call this thing the anyway money or necessity. What does it mean by that? Why do I call it anyway money? Why do I call toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, deodorant, detergent, all those things called the anyway money? Because you're gonna spend it anyway. Even you know Amway or you don't know Amway, you're gonna show shopping it anyway. And how much per month you and your family spend grocery for all these products? Give me numbers. How much? Sure about that? You think your wife only spend 120?
Oh, you're talking about with all these?
Yeah, your whole family, like a household.
That's a lot.
All right, what about you?
120 on me. Like, that'll survive me through a week at least, because I don't eat that much. But
Yeah. And then in general, just approximately, give a number. For family of four.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was 400 something.
Okay, 400 makes sense. What about you, my friend? What about you, William? The family, how much the family spend on grocery stuff? Okay, 100 or 900?
I guess like count my parents and like my sister and stuff. Like
Okay.
probably like 600-700.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, so the Federal Trade Commission, they do a research. And they're saying that approximately each American household spend approximately around $500 a month. Makes sense, right? In the middle. Right? Some will spend more, some spend less, but approximately $5 for grocery, shampoo, all the vitamin product, all the skincare product. Oh man, your wife, go ask her how much money spent on skincare. That's a lot of money right there.
I don't want to know.
Hair products, it's the same way between like
Right.
a woman's hair. It's more expensive.
Yes.
Just called pink tax.
Yes, that's the thing, right? Okay. So, let's go for it. All right. So my question is that what store you guys usually shopping at?
Target.
All right, Target. What else? Walmart, Costco, maybe Amazon, everything online, whatever. Right, blah blah blah. So I call this guy a retail store. the retail store. So my question for you guys is that, do you think this guy make the product or they actually get the product somewhere else? Okay, so I call this guy the manufacturer, okay? And how can I just, auto meaning, right, okay, manufacturer, okay? So let's say, for example, a toothpaste, for example, right? A toothpaste, how much right now you guys buy goes to Walmart? $5, okay, $5. How much do you think a manufacturer costs to make it?
$1.
Okay, let's say $1, right? Cheap product. So what means what? You spend $5 product. You know, he knows his entrepreneur. He know about the origin price and everything. So you spend $5 to buy a $1 product. So what happened to the $4? What happened to the $4? Right? You lose $4. And Walmart, Costco, Target, they make a profit, right? They make this money. So again, basically, so my question is that doesn't mean that you lose money every time you shop, right? Doesn't matter. They give you 10% discount, 20% discount, whatever. In the end, you lose money. Okay. So my question for you guys is that why don't you guys go straight to the manufacturer and shop from there? Why wouldn't you do that?
Because it's not that easy.
Okay. Why is not easy?
There's processes beyond just that simple chart.
Okay. Very simple, right? First thing is that it might be a different state. It might be very far away. Second, you might require a business license. Business license and everything. Number 3, you might require to buy in bulk. Bulk, right? Is that right? Is that right, Rico? You want to get a cheap price for the product that you have. You need to buy 100 or even 1,000 of unit, which is that a regular people like we haven't had the ability to do it. So it is, in the end, it's not convenient. Oh, and of course, you can't just not go to 10 different manufacturers to get 10 different products.
No.
Right? It costs a lot of time and inconvenient. Okay? So what do you get back in return when you're doing this process? First thing first, you get a product, right? But anything else besides a product when shopping at Costco, Walmart?
Tax.
Okay, you get the taxes. Anything else?
No.
That's it, right? Maybe a thank you and a receipt. That's it. Do you get money back? Do you actually pay you? Oh, thank you for shopping me in here for 20 years. I love you so much, so I'll give you $10 in return. It's not happening, right? So guess what? That's it, right? Okay, here comes another thing. Do you have friends?
Yes.
Do you think your friends have friends?
Yep.
So did you guys ever love some product so much, and you actually share it to people around you?
Yes,
You ask, hey, you have a nice hair. What product are you using?
Yep.
Guess what you're gonna do?
Then I'm not gonna pay for the product.
Right? You're gonna get, oh man, you go to this store, you go to that store, you get to this brand, right? Get this product. Don't get the product from that store, get from this store, right?
Yeah.
You share enthusiasm, right? Why? Because you love your friends. And not only that, your friend love it, they share it to other friends, and they all come in to buy products. So guess what? Who make the money? This store make money.
Yeah.
But who are the one doing the free marketing?
You.
Do you think it's fair? Do you like it? Do you like that you do all the work and some random dude out there sitting in Hawaii and actually make money because of your work?
Yep.
Do you like it?
No.
Okay. So guess what? So I call this option A. How much money you make in this process?
0.
How much? 0. Right? Big fat 0. Okay? You like it? This will happen to you guys in the next 50 years of your life. Is that true?
Yep.
Right? So my question is that, what if right now show you an alternate way? How to do the same thing and make money. Okay? Let's go for it. So right now, so instead of, so basically you've been shopping this product anyway. But why aren't you shopping in your own store? Right? Let's say, I call it yourstore.com. Yourstore, right, .com. Of course, good quality product. You know what I mean, right? Of course, and who is the manufacturer? Amway. Right? So Amway is a manufacturer. They are the ones that supply all the products that we need in order to maintain our lifestyle. Right? And of course, we got with this exclusive brand, good quality product, of course. Do you think I would recommend bad product for my mom?
No.
Would I recommend bad skincare for my girlfriend?
No.
Exactly, right? I mean, this is gonna be good product. If it's so, come on, man, I'm not gonna use it on me.
Yeah.
Right? So make fair, very fair, right?
True.
Okay, so let's say you're actually shopping, okay, yourstore.com. Okay, now the question, why .com? Why it's not a physical store, but it's gotta be an online store? Anyone wanna make a guess?
Reach more people.
Okay, reach more people, it can accept easier, what else?
Overhead.
Overhead costs. You have a store, right?
Yeah.
Right? And how you think about the rent?
Online.
Online.
Everything online.
Oh, so this gentleman also do online business. That's great, right? Why choose online? Tell me.
Because, like you said, rent, the who are you?
Electricity, water bill, employee, what all those things.
Yeah.
Right? That's the thing that costs a lot of money. Can you imagine that if this business of Amway require each and every single one of you to have a store and pay rent monthly? Who here can be ability to do it?
Yeah.
Not me, right? We have a lot of 16 years old high school students doing the business in this industry as well. But I tell you, this business low cost, right? Everybody can doing it. Doesn't matter you're a housewife, you're an engineer, doctor, you're just a regular student. Everybody can start a business with Amway. Low cost, low risk, 6 month guarantee. Okay, and go to the cool thing, right? And expand anywhere, right? You have your friend out of state, you have customer out of state that want to shop from you. Guess what? Get on the website. They can connect the customer, and it's a cool thing. Okay, when your customer or friend shopping for products, who will do the shipping? Okay, let me continue first. Okay, so let's say when you change shopping habit. Okay, first thing you get a product for yourself, good product, right? Second thing is that you get a discount because you're actually a partner with them right now, right? But you actually get 10 to 20%, depending on what product, discount for yourself, right? And of course, and if your friend asks you right now, let's say instead of you using other products, you're using your own product was supported by Amway. Your friend asks you, hey, I like your hair. Where do you get a product from? Where do you tell them to do all that? Your store or other people's store? Of course, you're gonna use it for it. You're gonna believe in the product. You don't want to recommend your friend bad product, right? Guess what? Your friend gonna come here, come here, come here. Guess what happens? So in this process, who make money? You, exactly, right? Now you make a profit. Okay. Second thing is that every single product come out from your store, they count points, right? And what does it mean? And from point, they give you cash back from 3 to 25% cash back, right? Guess what? Just these two only. Remember, you spend $500 to Walmart. How much you make? You get back zero. But just this thing, you get a discount, you get a profit, you get a cash back. Just by changing shopping habit, you get back around $80. Come on. Come on. Wow. Anyone disappointed? No. And nobody disappointed? Really?
That's 80 I don't
Yeah, you think $80 is a little? You think a little?
No, nothing's too little when it comes to
Really? I appreciate it. I mean, like people like, man, I stayed here for an hour and 30 minutes, and this guy teach me how to make $80, right? Of course, it doesn't stop right here, right? But this is the thing. Think about it, right? $80 a month, just changing shopping habit, and you're getting it back for a year. It's like $1,000. You can imagine that just by changing shopping habit, you actually get a new iPhone every year. Of course, do I tell you to do anything crazy? Nothing crazy. Just change shopping habit, right? And not only that, we actually you have a chance of working with a lot of partner stores that we have and receive benefit from them, right? Who are the partner stores that Amway have? A few names: Apple, Forever 21, Gap, Navy, Banana Republic, AT&T, Expedia, all those brands. And people are like, why does Apple and Best Buy, Nike want to work with you guys? They're already big companies. The answer is that, do you see any company that doesn't want to make more?
Right.
Right? Amway have 4 million distributors worldwide. Right? I am one of them. They have 4 million people like me. And do you know how big 4 million people is? And with a so-called friend and network we have, that's the thing. So that's why they want, through the network distributor that Amway's had, they want to promote part of the customer services to more people. That's why I get a discount from them, point, cashback, whatever. Let's say, for example, the MacBook from Apple, right? I can get the same MacBook from Apple Store. Get what? With $100 cheaper. Why? Again, Apple doesn't know me, right? But Apple know Amway. It's an $8.9 billion company. Guess what? That's the reason why that's why the Apple only give discount to 3 organizations only. First thing is U.S. Army. Second thing is that it's a student discount. And number 3 is that it's Amway. You know what I mean? Of course, they gotta do auto research with Amway, but they don't partner with scam company. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, think of that. I mean, if my friend want to buy a MacBook, guess what? I buy from I sell it to him. He got the same MacBook, same services, but guess what? I make a profit. It's like let how Apple Store happen. And that's just an example. Think that's cool? Okay? So I list that. It's like I call this option B. Which one you guys prefer? B. Why you guys prefer B, not A?
You make money.
Right? Make money, right? $80. What does $80 can help you? Yeah, okay, that's good. At least you probably get one. At least show me how you get your guys' full tank at least. Okay, some phone bill. You know, maybe you can take your loved one for a nice dinner. Right? Okay, but that's the cool thing, right? Okay, is that it? No. I'm not gonna stay in here and talk to you it's only about $8 a month, right? Now come to the real deal. Who want to make passive income?
Me.
Who actually want to be free? You gotta actually make more choices for yourself. Now I will show you how to do it the right way. And this thing gonna be the most simplest thing ever in your life. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go for it. So, what is network marketing basically? Network marketing is a combination of two concepts: shopping, online shopping, and franchising. Right? What does it mean? Remember, online shopping, we already talked about it, right? So basically, we actually, you can imagine that we are like a mini Walmart. We sell everything in the world, right? But of course, what we actually power by the Amway Corporation with all the good product they have. 6-month guarantee product, that means what? If I sell a product to somebody, let's say you sell a product to somebody, and they return the products. Who take the damage? You or Amway? They have 6-month guarantee. Amway, exactly. Guess what? I sell a product to somebody, say, you know what about? I don't like the product, whatever. Guess what happened? I return the product to Amway, Amway refund the money back. Amway take the damage for me. Why 6 months guarantee for them? Very simple. They're so confident into the product that they know that people are going to believe in it, right? But what about you, man? When you're running a traditional business like that, what happens when your customer return the product? Who take the damage? Is it you do or the manufacturer?
No, me.
Guess what? You see, an entrepreneur himself talk about it. When I'm doing with Amway, I get protected. If my customer, whatever, Amway take care of it for me. I just do it. And who do the shipping if they want to buy from you?
Me.
You. Guess what? Who do the shipping if my friend want to buy product from Amway? Amway ship straight from the warehouse. Now what does it mean? I can need to do the building the network part. All the little thing behind the scene. Amway taking care of me. I have to worry about it. Right? I even have to pay for a website. You have a website? You pay yearly or monthly?
Yearly.
Give me a number. How much it costs to maintain a website?
About $110 a month, a year.
700, so several hundred.
No, about $150 a year.
Right? You see my point? A lot it costs some money. And yeah. And what about that? You have employees? You have any employees?
You have two.
Yeah, two. Right? Guess what? I have no employees. We actually with Amway employee, they actually have 21,000 employees in the world. Actually working to support me within my business. I don't have to worry about it. Okay, he don't want to understand when you don't understand it. It's okay. Right, but okay, now come to the real deal. Okay, what is franchising? Remember McDonald's? Right? Okay, McDonald's, A, B, C, whatever. Okay, so why does McDonald's want to franchise? You know why does McDonald's want to franchise it out?
More money.
More money is one thing, but more importantly, they want more time. And as an entrepreneur, you know what I'm talking about, right? Right? Because then when McDonald's have one store, he has to be the one managing the store, managing the employee, doing all the schedule, and he's tired of it. He's like, man, how can I get out of this? How can I actually make more money, but have more time for myself and my family? How can I go travel more? And he said that, you know what? He saw a lot of people out there making money, trying to run a business, but they failed. There's 4 reasons for it, right? First thing, they don't have good products. Right? Second thing, they don't have a good brand name. Number 3, they don't have a good platform, like how to do it efficiently. Number 4, they don't have like experience, leadership, the knowledge, how to do it successfully. Guess what? McDonald's have all 4.
Yep.
And he said like, why don't I become a mentor to all these guys? Why don't I share with them a secret in exchange for a little thing in return? Guess what? Remember, right? McDonald's do every single store McDonald's have, they receive 6%. This guy gives 94%. Do you think that's a good deal? Right? Right? And guess what? And the more store he have, the more 6% he receive. Right? So the same thing with the business that we do. Right? That's what my business mentor, right? So that's the reason why that each and every single one of us here, we are a single store. Right? So my business mentor Phil, he's an entrepreneur himself. He got all 4 of the same thing. He got good product, good brand name, good platform, and he have experience, have been successful. And when he teach about like me, go to a good level, I show later, guess what? We actually like gonna receive, he gonna receive 6% for my success. But this is the cool things. The 6% that he received doesn't come from me. Let me repeat. You see the McDonald's right here, right? The McDonald's? He get the 6% direct from the partner. I mean, if I'm the McDonald's, you are my partner, I take 6% out from your pocket. But in this business, it's different. When my mentor Phil helping me get to the good level in the business, he gives 6%. He makes 6%, but that doesn't come from my pocket. Who pay him? Amway. So everything I make from my store, I keep 100% for myself. I don't give him a penny. So it means that he is the one training me, mentoring me, motivating me, teaching me everything from A to Z. And when I go to good level successful, he gets 6% from it. But guess what? I'm happy. I don't give him a dime. But Amway, they make a lot of money already. They give him a 6%. You think it's cool? All right, but it's a cool thing. 6% is a good deal. But it can be a bad deal sometimes.
Yeah.
Why? Why is that? Why Rico?
Because if you're losing that 6%, your percentage ain't as high.
No, not about it. What would happen if you pick the wrong guy to mentor?
Yep.
Can you imagine that? You in my mentor position, you pick the wrong guy, you invest time, 2 years, 3 years of yourself, emotion, love, care for the guy, and just to find out the guy's a lazy guy.
Yeah.
Not willing to learn, not willing to work hard. Guess what happened to 6%? 6% of 0 equal to 0. So that doesn't mean that, that's the reason why, of course, every business wants expanded. But we want to work with the right people, not everybody. That's why we have a selection process. You know what I mean? Okay, now come to the thing. So how are we gonna make it work for us? How does the passive income work in here? Okay, remember us here? I'll make it simple for you. Okay, this is Rico. Okay, it's a Rico. So Rico, do you like the idea to show you get shopping habit, get benefit for yourself, get good product, everything?
Yeah.
You like it? Okay. Let's say that Rico, do you think that you have 6 friends? Don't worry, you wait until the end of the pictures. Okay. You went to let's give me a name of your good friend that you think he's ambitious. He's looking for want to do something for himself. Get an example.
Rico. No. I'll say my partner Jermaine.
Jermaine, right? Okay. J or G?
J.
J, right? Okay, Jermaine. So this is Jermaine. I did for short. And then A, B, C, D, E. So guess what? In the beginning, Rico make how much? Just by himself. Just change shopping habit by himself. 80 bucks, right? In the beginning, I only make 80 bucks. But guess what? This is a good idea, hey? I make money for myself, good product, good product for my family. But then guess what? He found 6 good people who are really ambitious, willing to learn, willing to work hard. Guess what? When you teach them, guess what? How much they make? 80 bucks as well. You teach them change a shopping habit just like how you do in the beginning, right? Right? This Amway. The guy who supply us, the manufacturer, the product, and give us the opportunity to do business. Guess what? So Amway, theoretically is that, do you think German and ABCD happy when they make money for themselves? Do you think they're happy making money for themselves?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think Amway happy?
Yeah.
Right? Guess what? Because of you, their revenue increase. Guess what? Do you think you deserve to get paid?
Yes.
Guess what? Right now you're from 1 store, you become 7 store, right? Because each of the person here, they actually a store, independent store. Right now you're making $350 a month, approximately. What do you think? Good or bad? Good or bad? Rico was like, oh man, really? $350? That's a little. Is it a little, Rico?
Heck no.
It's not really?
No.
Why not?
I mean, I don't want to give y'all too much gems, but I can make about $3,500 off $350. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just thinking all this free money and it's free money. So
Right.
It's all money in, getting money first.
Right. Remember we told you there was active income and passive income. This is the thing, guys. This type of money is passive income. Why? Because you don't do much. Remember, German, he's shopping from his store. You teach people shopping from their own. They shop, you make money. Right? That's our passive income. But this is the thing. If I want a quick $2,000 cash, I'd rather go Uber. I'm not gonna sit in here and attend a business meeting. The point when I'm, for me, the idea when they teach me is that when I'm actually doing a business, my point is not to make money only. My point is to be free. My point is making time. How can you get time for yourself? That's the point, not the money itself, right? But it's a cool thing. Okay, do you think German have friends, Rico? Do you think German gonna have good friends that ambition as well? Get
Oh,
example.
yeah, definitely.
Do you think your friend have good friends? Right? Guess what? Let's say each of them share to 3 more people. Duplicate store, right? Store, no store, no store. Right? Does it look like Facebook somehow? Network building? Right? McDonald's, right? Guess what? Right now, when each of these people share to 3 more people, they have their own franchise of their own. Now you have around 30 stores in your network. Right now you're making around $1,500. Now what happened? Let's get a guy named F. Each of them had to 2 more people. I call this model 632. Right? So now you get the slide ready for me later. Okay?
Yeah.
So so I did invent a thing last night. This thing been approving by the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, by the government. It's the real numbers, right? Guess what? When you have around like 60 stores in your network right now, each of them do $500 revenue. Remember? Man, there's a big chunk of money right there. Right now, you're making around $3,200 a month. Passive income. Okay, let's do a count about it. Why am I excited about this number? Let's say William. I didn't talk to you much. So, William, let's say you get to this level. Do you think $3,200 a month passive income good for you?
Yeah, of course.
How would it help you?
Like that's a lot more than like a lot of people make per month working 40
Right.
hours a week.
So, okay, let me later. You have the option to go work right now if you want to, right? Like it can be a good increase. Let's say you can keep your job, but it can be a good extras on that. But let's say your boss give you a hard time. He didn't respect you for a reason. For example, what would you do now? When you make around $3,200 extra every single month on top of your job, and your boss give you a hard time, you leave. But what if you don't have anything to back you up? What will you do? You're gonna suffer. See? That's the thing. More choices, right? Let me be an example. Let's say when you get to this level, I call this level of Q12 Platinum. And you decide to go travel for a year. You don't come back to America, go travel, whatever, right? Guess what happened in America? Do you think your friend A, B, C, D, E, German, what's that example? Do you think he gonna stop brushing his teeth? He gonna stop doing shampoo? He gonna stop making money for his shopping for his family? Guess what happened? As long as these guys still shopping their product, maintaining their lifestyle, guess what happened when you're in Europe traveling?
Still make money.
You still make money. That what happened with me in August. I was actually go back to Vietnam in August to visit with my mom traveling vacation. I was staying there from like mid-July all the way to like September 1. Guess what happened? Meanwhile, I'm actually traveling. What happened to my income? Do you think my income disappeared?
No.
That's fine. Right? But what about you guys? When you actually have a job and you actually start working. You see my point? Okay. So let's do okay. So in the end, you get an $18,000 bonus and everything. So a Q12 level, Q12 platinum level here, you're making around $60,000 a year, approximately. My mental film, he got to this level in 2 years, right? Some people do 3, some do 4, some do 5. Of course, I started a business when I'm 19 years old. When I'm 24 years old, I walk away from my jobs because of this opportunity, right? Of course, you can decide to stop if you want to. But for me, I had to work more. Why? Because I want to make more money. I have a bigger dream. I have a lot of things I want to pursue, right? Okay, now comes the good thing. Remember the 6% I told you? Yes. Now comes the real thing. Rico, let's say you go platinum. You will make that 60K a year of extra income on the side, passive income. German tell you, hey Rico, I see you go platinum. I see you actually can have more time with your family. I want to retire. I want to go platinum as well. Can you mentor me? Can you be my coach, mentor, teach me how to become a leader, build a big network like you? Would you say yes or no to help German?
I'll say yes.
Why would you say yes to German? Why don't you let him figure out everything on his own?
That's my dog.
Is your dog okay? What else besides that?
I would like to get that money that he about to make.
Right? Because that he's a part of your business.
Yeah, I know. Hungry, yes.
And when German grow,
I grow.
you grow. So yeah, what happened when you actually help German go platinum? Remember? Amway gonna pay you the 6% for the whole entire business of German. And who pay the money? Who do you receive the money from? German pocket or Amway pocket? Amway. You don't touch a dime from your dog. Okay? Guess what? So what happens when you actually have 3 guys go platinum? You become a level called Emerald. Right? You're making around from $150,000 a year to $250,000 a year. Right? My mentor Philly, he's 29 years old right now. He's 1993. He made $280,000 last year for this business. Because very simple, he helped 3 people achieve financially free out of one of them. He had multiple more people outside of me. Right? Guess what? So what happened when you help 6 people go platinum? You become a level called diamond. And you're making around $550,000 a year. You're a millionaire. And the cool thing is that, let me ask you guys a question, okay? What's the difference between the S quadrant and the B quadrant? The S quadrant is not free, but B quadrant is free, right? But why though? Let me tell you one factor very important. The reason why Bill Gates can be retired is because he have a thing called leaders in his company. Think about it. He quit Microsoft in 1999. Do you think Microsoft lack of leaders, intelligent people that know how to run the company without him? No. No, that's the reason why he'd be free. But what about you, Rico? Let's say you stop working. Is there anybody who will take over your business and be working for you? Right? Know what you do, have a heart for the business like you, care for the business like you. Right?
Man, it would be here now if they did.
Right? You see my point? And that's the thing. The reason why is that my mentor will become financially free traveling the world. Why? Because he has these leaders. Why? Do you think German build up? Let's say German and Rico have to get into a fight. Argue with stuff, big argument. Rico tell like, you know what, German, I don't like you anymore. Quit the business. I don't like you. Do you think German will stop building the business? Do you think he'll stop building his business? Rico, do you think so? Yes or no?
No.
Why not?
He wanted his bread.
Because he doesn't build a business for Rico. He built a business for himself, for his family. So guess what? As long as Germans still care for his business and build a business for himself, every single month he still gets a 6%. That's the problem. Right? So that's why, guys, it's not about how much money you make, but how do you make the money? Do you make the money by stepping on other people to be successful or helping other people become successful? Right? And of course, the more people you help, the more successful you become. That's what I learned from my mentor. The reason why I am here, I become a financially independent last 2 years. It because of the help of my mentor, and I'm grateful for the rest of my life. Now that's why, again, that's the thing is that the more we continue, that's why I want to continue the legacy. The more people, like for me, I help one other person in my team go for platinum already. Then there is Aaron Lilly in California, which is a coach for a lot of people here. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that is the thing that I want to share with you guys tonight, right? Of course, I understand that it is sometimes a lot of information, but it's the thing. The reason why we have a home meeting is very simple, right? Like to show you guys like what is available, right? Because that my mentor told me one thing is that the reason why he can retire in 22 years old and people is not is because that choices is more important than hard work. Okay? Destination is more important than vehicle, and direction is more important than speed. The reason why a lot of us, we work really hard, but we don't know where we're going. That's why you see our parents, they're in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and they're still lost. And that's the thing, guys. And my question, I don't want to be like that. So that's why why are the people out there, they work hard. Just in a matter of few years, they're successful. Again, I just want to clarify, this is not an easy business. This is no get rich quick. You're gonna go through a lot of struggle. You gotta take time to read, to listen, to learn, to build yourself up, right? But that's the thing. In the end, it's gonna be worth it. Because for me, I'm not afraid of working hard. But the only thing I'm afraid is that after all the hard work put in, what is the reward in the end? Right? Yeah, and that's what I want to share with you. If you're really interested about this thing, you want to know more how this process works, you want to know more how this thing really works, guess what? I reckon go back with the people who invited you and ask them, hey, how can I get more information? How can I actually schedule with you and ask for more information, get the book, listen to the CD, attend to the next future meetings. So that's why you can know more about this thing. And in the end, Wish you guys the best of luck. Happy New Year. Thank you.